Hello, and welcome to the first real episode of Geb X Skeptic. Today we're going to be looking at remote work, how to pick it out, and how to get through all the BS that's involved. We'll be taking a look at several videos online that try to show you how to do remote work and where to get these jobs, and the good and the bad about every one of them. The first one we got up is from Jude Albring channel. It's about 4 months old, but it's still relevant today. Let's take a look.
Let's face it, looking for a remote job, heck, any job sucks. And then when you do get the job, now you got to get on a Zoom call with these people, get all dressed up, do your hair, or whatever it is you got to do. And you got to sit back, be all nice and polite, and answer all those stupid, ridiculous questions.
So you mean when I'm looking for a job, I need to actually look like I'm going to go to a job? Oh no, and more stupid, boring questions like your name.
Number one on our list, a voice actor for AI training. So what you're going to do in this position is record specific phrases or scripts to teach AI how to speak like a human.
So there's no interview, but you're going to be a voice coach for robots? What if you sound like a dipshit like me? Before I hired anybody for this job, I would really want to know that they could speak and have a decent accent, be able to be clear and concise. But if you already know that you have a great speaking voice, this could be a job for you. But what are the benefits? Is it worth it?
And you can make anywhere from $40 to $60 per hour doing this position. You can head over to companies like Voices, Bunny Studio, and AI Voice Jobs.
Bunny Studios? Are we serious? Do we really want to put our voice on that?
Number two, an enrollment specialist. In this job, you're going to guide potential students or patients through the enrollment process.
Maybe I'm misunderstanding this job, but didn't you just get enrolled to get this job? Now they want you to enroll everybody else? Either this job's already taken or somebody's getting ready to get the boot. And what's your compensation for all this?
And earning potential for this position anywhere from $20 to $30 per hour.
Seems like Bunny Studios just pays a little bit better if you want to go into that.
Number three, digital marketing. This is how I got started online 7 years ago. You will be the mastermind of all things digital marketing.
I do hear about this job a lot, and I've actually applied to a few of them. But what does it really entail? What is digital marketing?
So using your creativity skills, your analytical skills to help drive traffic for your customers or for your potential or for your employer.
That's a nice overview, but what does it really entail? This is just scratching the surface.
And you could be doing things like generating leads, increasing sales, and commonly on a day-to-day task, you're going to be writing emails, creating email automations, running Facebook ads, building sales funnels and websites, maybe even writing blog posts.
Well, that's a lot to take in. General leads? You mean cold calling and emails? Increase sales, so like in warm calling, subscriptions, emails, newsletters, Facebook ads, sales funneling, which is just basically upselling, building websites, and blogging. And all this with no interview and no experience necessary. If I didn't know any better, this is the guy that's really trying to sell you something.
And these are skills that you can learn how to do. You don't need to go to college for this. You don't need to have any kind of fancy degree. It is a great way to not only work from home for somebody else or to work from home for yourself. And you can get started on sites like Upwork and Freelancer and offer your services.
No, I've done some stuff for a freelancer and they are legit, except it's a gig-to-gig basis. You're not paid hourly or anything like that.
And you can easily charge anywhere from $20 to $50 per hour for this position. I put together a free getting started.
Now, when he says you can make $20 to $50 an hour, it depends on how experienced you are, how fast you can get the job done, as well as how much you are bidding on the freelance work and how many others are outbidding you.
Number four, becoming a micro task worker. Think of this as kind of like a digital scavenger hunt.
Everybody loves scavenger hunts, running around everywhere, not knowing exactly what you're looking for until you find it, and then usually losing.
where you get paid to complete small tasks, like anything from verifying data, moderating content online, or simply answering surveys. 1 minute you could be training AI to recognize a cat versus a teapot, and the next you could be categorizing a set of emojis.
So much for the fun scavenger hunt. Let's go group some emojis and teach AI about cats.
Now, some of the challenges is you get paid per task.
So now they're going to give you an allowance like you were a child to do little chores.
You can make anywhere from $5 to $15 per hour, but it's a great way for those who are looking to work remotely and maybe make an extra $1,000 per month.
He didn't really say how many hours it would take to make $1,000 a month. And at $5 an hour, it's going to take you a long while. I haven't seen those type of wages since like the early 90s. That was only 3 of his 11 jobs, but I've had my fill of that video for now. Check down in the description, and we'll have a link to that video below. I cut out the first minute and a half of this video because all it was him advertising himself and trying to get you to believe in him.
For years, this video is for you. And today I'm gonna be breaking down the 5 remote jobs that are in high demand right now that let you use AI as your personal assistant, not your replacement, that pay between $50,000 and $90,000+ per year and can be done from literally anywhere with a Wi-Fi connection and don't need a fancy degree or certifications.
Okay, right here, take note. He says, no degrees or certifications. Now let's keep looking. Now be aware, I did cut out another 2-3 minutes of this video. He was actually advertising himself twice, and then also a coaching course too. I'm not saying he's lying or anything like that, but he is a firm salesman, and that's what this video is about, is trying to sell you something.
All right, so the first one is email marketing coordinator. And I know what you're thinking, email? Seriously? That's so 2005. But here's the truth that nobody wants to admit. Email marketing is making companies a stupid amount of money, okay? For every single dollar that they spend on email marketing, they're making $42 back. That's an insane return on investment, okay? No wonder they'll pay good money for someone who can run their campaigns. Now, the average email marketing coordinator makes about $56,000 base salary, up to around $64,000 with bonuses. So that's not bad for sending some emails.
He goes on to explain what AI tools work best for this, and then actually gives examples of how it might work. But it was very long-winded, so I cut it out. But here's the next part.
And one of my clients, Antoine, was absolutely drowning trying to balance his day job, side business, his investments, his family, etc. It was total burnout.
One of my clients. So if you're willing to pay him, he'll help you out. I have seen this guy on the internet though, and he does have a pretty decent channel. Earlier I'd mentioned that you don't need no degree and no certificate. Well, check this out.
Now, you want to get your foot in the door with this kind of role? Check out the Google Digital Marketing Certificate on Coursera. It covers everything you need to know about email marketing, analytics, and all that good stuff that actually matters and AI can't do.
I do wonder if Google Coursera pays him to say this.
And a link to that certificate, as well as other certificates that I recommend that are gonna help you get into a lot of these jobs on the list, is going to be down in the description and the pinned comment below, so click down there to check it out.
And here we go. He shows you exactly where to go to get this certificate you won't need, but he has not mentioned one place to apply for a job.
All right, job number 2 is going to be a CRM specialist. Now, you might be wondering, what the hell is a CRM?
Yeah, what is that?
Well, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. Well, because when times are tough, it's way cheaper to keep your current customers and basically sell more to them than to acquire new ones.
And of course, this is true in any sales market there is. You always want to hang on to the customer you have and sell them more. That's called a reoccurring customer.
And that's why CRM specialists make around $72.5 thousand a year, with bonuses bringing it up to around $92.5 thousand.
Once again, he does not give you any leads, any websites, or anything else to actually apply for one of these jobs. Let's move on to our next video. Now this one has a little bit of a different tagline. Get paid to learn.
Today I have some remote jobs that are paying up to $62 per hour.
I do like the way this woman is formatting her videos.
And some of these companies will pay you to learn. They have generous learning budgets.
Keep that in mind, generous learning budgets.
So this one is going to be for a company called Tremendous, and this is tremendous.com. They're a platform that helps businesses send rewards and payouts to people around the world.
So now we know what they are, who they are, and what they do, and a little bit about them. She even goes on to show you exactly where the jobs are, who to apply for, and the example that she's giving you today.
Now they say here they'll provide you with Apple equipment, unlimited vacation and learning budget, 3 months of parental leave, semi-annual offsites. They cover health, dental, and vision for U.S. employees as well. So the budget for learning here is unlimited.
So she does show you right there that you are paid to learn, but what's the catch? And which job is it?
Now, and the one we're looking at today is going to be the product support specialist. This one is full-time, available in the U.S.
She goes on to tell you everything the company wants out of that position and what your job would actually be. But then,
now for this one, you need a bachelor's degree. They don't want much experience, just 0 to 2 years experience in a customer-facing role, effective communication skills, composure, patience, and empathy for interacting with users.
So who's paying for the bachelor's degree? And if they're going to teach you everything, then why do you need a bachelor's degree?
The base salary for this one is between $70,000 and $75,000 per year.
And this isn't her fault. This is the company misleading people. Alright, I think that'll do it for today. If you're interested, the links to these videos will be down in the description. You can take a look and watch the whole video and see what you think about the rest of them. Next time on Geb X Skeptic, we'll be doing something very similar, going further into the remote jobs and showing you how other YouTubers are going about it. If you found this video interesting or entertaining, either one, would you go ahead and click the like button and please subscribe.